I have a challenge today, and that challenge is to teach you how to design a flyer in 5 minutes or less using Canva. So we're going to run through some points. There's a lot to Canva, but I'm going to give you the basics of how to get you started. So the first thing you do, if you don't have an account already, just go to canva.com. And once you go to canva.com, it will either ask you to sign up and get a free an account, or if you have one already, it will allow you to then begin to program and set up a document of sort. Now, there are some important points on the side of how to create and how your projects and get to your templates and all that. But to do it in 5 minutes, we're going to do it the easy way. The question is, what will you design today? And in this example, I'm going to say youth program as an example. And what you'll see is a lot of templates will pop up that will help you design your flyer and make it faster. Plus, they have all of the fonts already laid out for you. They have important sections that you can choose depending upon how you want the design. So, for instance, if you wanted something light and hearty, you're going to use something like this for an after school program. You have the option of doing that. Now, if you want something a little bit more formal, you may want something like this because it uses the right colors and has the right forms. In our case, you'll also always see other particular designs you can use down along there if you want to design them. Okay? So, one other point to watch for. When you are designing these flyers, you will see a crown right down in the bottom portion. That's a premium template. You have to purchase a different level of Canva to get that purchase. Otherwise, any of these that lack the crown, then you can go through there and design a flyer. There are enough here that you can just pick out whichever one you use. So I'm just going to randomly scroll through here. I'm looking for a color that might match what you're doing. I'm looking for something that may be happy, something may be easy. Once you decide the mood of what you want to do, then you look for a free flyer. Here's one. It does not have a crown next to it. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to customize this template. One thing that I typically would do is I will always make a duplicate of this page so that I have the original and then I can start making edits on it. What do you do with that? As you click on different sections, you'll see that you can highlight those, and instead of scholarship program, we're going to call it youth event, just to make sure that we stay in line. When you have those words highlighted, you can highlight them, and when you decide to, if you look at the top there, you'll see the font that was used, you'll see what size it is, and it will tell you whether or not it is regular or bold, however you want it. If you want to change the size, you can hit the minus, and that will make it smaller, or you can hit the plus and make it larger. You make that decision. Also, let's say you don't like this color right here. If you notice up across the top again, it shows you how to edit it. If you want to change that color, we're going to change the color just for the fun of this. Let's change it to a green, and then over here we have the other color. We want to change that to an orange. Okay? That's how simple it is to go in as you click on different sides. Along the sides, if you decide that you want, let's say you want to add a picture, you have the ability to upload pictures to the website and put them in to fit your needs. I've already uploaded a few pictures over here on my left. And how do I get there? I go click on the picture and watch what happens when I drop this picture near there. It begins to conform to that size and let it go. Voila, there you have it. Down here, same thing. Let's move this picture right here to that section and let's see what happens. See how easy that is? Then you can go through the words and update those and put all of the information that you want. Usually, of course, you'd say what it is that you're doing, where it is that you're doing, and what the requirements are to be a part of it. And lastly, make sure that you always say, order tickets, buy tickets, come join us. In other words, give them something to do. Once you have all the words, once you've asked them to buy, once you've given them a contact number, what's the next thing you do? You want to move over to your upper right hand corner, and you want to share that. If it's a flyer, then what you'd like to do is you want to download that flyer to your particular computer. The file type is important. Do you want a PNG? Typically, you'll want a PNG. Sometimes you'll want a PDF, and maybe you'll want a JPEG. Those are the standard when you want to design a flyer and you want to download it. To recap, to design this flyer, what you want to do is pull up your template that you like. You can move over to the sides. You can change text by going and picking out a different text if you want to, but most times they already have the text for you. All you got to do is put in the right words. The next thing is what's important. If you want to upload a file, you go in here and you upload a particular file that you like to use that will say, okay, that's what I want to have. And once it's uploaded, you can go click on the picture that you want, and that's cool. If you notice, you can't see all of the word cool. So I'm going to double click on that, move it over just a little bit, and now voila, the cool is there. So that's a quick 5-minute burst of how you can put together a flyer fast and easy using Canva.com.